What's going on, everyone? Hey, everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Welcome back. It's been a long time just getting back to the grind here. How are you doing? I see we got quite a few people here. What's going on? Away today? James, Jack, Jeff. If you're here in the chat, say what's going on. See what's going on today in the market. Hope you all had a great 4th of July weekend, holiday weekend. Just kind of relaxed, took it easy, hung out with the fam, how we do. We're gonna be going over some charts. First, I'd definitely like to address, kind of what's been going on in the back end, what I've been doing. Been quite a while since I've done a live stream, and even being consistent in the video space. And I took a break from social media, mainly because of a couple different things. First of all, in one of my other businesses, I was going through, I guess you could call, like, a litigation. The business was breaking up. My now ex-partner and everything, basically went through a business divorce that was taking a lot of time. Had to do a whole bunch of things on the back end for that, and I was just finding myself pressed for time and not always, wanting to be as engaged on YouTube during that time. I had to concentrate. I really had to focus. I had to, make sure everything was going to go well, and everything went well. Everything went great. Things are way better now than they were a few months ago or even last week. And that's one of the main reasons that I took a break from YouTube, and getting back into things. Now that everything's more relaxed, gonna be back on YouTube, gonna be having a lot more fun, just trying to take things a little less serious, just try to have fun with it, have fun trading, look for some good setups, and just have a great time trading, because this is what I love to do. I love to trade, love to hang out with you guys, and that's what we're gonna do. So what's going on? Reggie, Jeff, Trainer Dan. Tough mentally. Yeah, I mean it was tough. So here we are. No excuses. We back to the grind. So let's see what we got going on. Let's get some suggestions in the chat for some things that you want to look at. Market's opening in about 10 minutes. We have the S&P's down a point, Dow's down 25, Nasdaq up 39. We got some of the face rippers this morning. Amazon, Nvidia up 830. Amazon's up as well. It's up to 35.31. Google 25.16. I mean, tech's been on a tear. I mean, Google had a really nice breakout. Now, as you can see, pretty nice consolidation here. We've been pretty much riding this 10-day moving average for almost 2 months, about a month and a half. And then, yesterday was the breakout, or Friday was the breakout, and now we're, pushing a lot higher. Amazon took a little bit of a breather due to Prime Day, but now it's looking to break out. So what's interesting about Amazon here, I'm looking at these leaders for the tech industry here, because, I mean, Amazon has been, for the last year, getting rejected around 35.50. We had it happen here back in April, had it happen back here in last September, which, this was rough when it went from last September from 35.50 all the way down to 2800s. Rode it back up, but pretty much a full consolidation year. I mean, you're not hating on it, but oof. Matt Wesley, how you doing? I'm in July 30th Apple 140 calls, July 30th Microsoft. Yeah, I sold off my July Apple calls about a week ago. I was looking to get into August, so I'm gonna see. I was actually hoping we were gonna get a little dip today, but it appears that is not the case. I mean, Apple at 140 right now. 140, 145 resistance up in here. So it's going to be interesting if this makes another run at 145, which it looks like it will. I mean, we've been having some easier trading. I know the past couple months, April, May, it was a little rough, but June was actually really kind to us. I mean, we did fairly well. I mean, I did fairly well. Some people did, some people didn't, but I would have to say, I don't know if you guys agree with me, June was way easier to trade than April and May, because I mean, we're basically going all up. Now, historically, July is a bullish month. Now, I don't want you to take that away and be like, oh, I'm gonna YOLO, go all into calls and say, it's historically bullish, because I mean, you never know. You never know. Historically, it's good to know, like, historically where we are, but you never really know. One of the things that's big in the news right now, I mean, there's just so you guys know, there's not really any notable earnings this week that's worth even trading. It's holiday week. We have a short week. So, next week we're going to start up with the bank earnings. But Diddy shares, China's cracking down. They're telling the App Store to remove it. What was the issue here? They said that, plunged 25%. Less than a week after China's app listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, I mean, this is bad. This is why pretty much since the trade war, I've been staying away from Chinese stocks, because these are all going to be in the same bucket, right? They're all going to have issues. Maybe not fall 25%. I mean, I think we can all agree stocks like Alibaba should be trading way higher. If it was an American company, this thing would be, Alibaba would be 1,000 right now, 1,500, right? It's one of the biggest companies in the world. But where is it at? I mean, it's down in the 200s, getting beat. And, the market, not always fair. The market's not going to always be fair to, especially, a foreign stock. I mean, when you're buying Alibaba, you're actually buying an ADR, right? So, I mean, it's just interesting. So Diddy listed on the New York Stock Exchange last Wednesday with a market cap of $68 billion, and then China comes cracking down on it, saying there's a security they wanted to remove it from the App Store. I mean, this is pretty crazy. Let's see where we're at right now. Diddy. I mean, right now it hit a high when it debuted up to 18. Everyone's cheering, right? Now everyone's crying, and that's the thing. Like I didn't get in on this. I did not trade it. I didn't do anything. I just been staying away from Chinese stocks. I mean, sure, the charts look good on a lot of these stocks, but I mean, is it worth going up against the politics? Is it worth going up against China? I mean, there's so many players in the market right now. I just don't think for me, China's going to be where the Chinese stocks going to be where it's at. I mean, you look at Alibaba. I mean, Alibaba was trying to rally. Look, it's just getting smashed. Look at this. It busted through. Alibaba, everyone's like, oh yeah, this is going back up to 300. Not today, fam. Not today. I mean, it's down at 215 right now. I mean, tapped out 230 area. I mean, it was looking pretty bullish, but tight squeeze here. But now with this news, it's not good. Baidu, I mean, Baidu's down to 190 right now. I mean, this was looking like a very tight squeeze here as well, getting pretty interesting. And then now it's going to have a gap down. 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. I mean, it's JD. I mean, all these stocks were looking like they were going to recover too. So I mean, it's just not good right now. It's just not good to. In my mind, people are like, I'm gonna buy the pain. Like, listen, like LK, Luckin Coffee, stuff like that. I'm not calling, Luckin and those type of things were different. Like, Luckin was a scam. They were cheating in their financial stuff like that. Like, JD, Baidu, Alibaba, I mean, they're pretty reputable companies, but you never know. You never know. Now you have Diddy, where China's actually going for that app, and what was the stock? It's Weibo. China is going to go private due to the tech crackdown. Deal would value the Twitter-like firm at least $20 billion if it's still hit major shareholder Alibaba Group exit. So, I mean, this is going to shake up. This whole thing is going to shake up all the Chinese stocks. It doesn't matter if it's a good company or not. You're going to be lumped. You're going to be lumped into that. That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. So, I personally, I think there's other stocks to trade. I am not going to just be chasing, any Chinese stocks, because right now, like if you look at Alibaba, if you've been chasing Alibaba, if you've been chasing the rips, you've gotten slaughtered pretty much every time for the past year. I mean, we had a good period back in the fall of last year, but ever since Jack Ma went missing, I mean, or that whole period of, I mean, we still haven't really seen him. I mean, the stock has been performing very poorly, and now with the China news on Diddy, I mean, it's over. AMC is not going to boost outstanding shares. Won't seek shareholders' approval to boost shares outstanding. They tabled a proposal that would have asked to shareholders to allow the movie theater chain to issue up to 25 million more shares, which is making the stock move higher right now a little bit. We got AMC. I don't know if anyone here is trading that. Last week, I don't remember what company it was. It was last Friday. They said that they were short AMC, and now AMC is coming back and saying they're not going to issue more shares. Not issuing more shares is bullish. When you have more supply, you're going to need more demand. So when you're putting in more supply without more demand, obviously shares are going to fall. Supply and demand, right? Now they could have they've been issuing more shares all along, and shareholders have been eating them all up, right? But who knows how far can you push it? You know what I mean? It's like, how far can you push it? So I think that this was looking actually a very bullish wedge here, bullish pennant. And then Friday happened, and then that shareholder. So it's gonna be that short position. So it's gonna be very interesting to me, like if we can get back up to like the 57, 58, if it can hold this area. Eventually, I think it's gonna push higher, squeeze those shorts out. Other meme stocks. What do you guys trading? Put it in the comments. Let's look it up. I know a lot of people are trading Clove right now. Let me clear my drawings here. Had because it broke down. So I was looking for it to squeeze to the upside, but it definitely is breaking down to the downside. Just a slaughter on Clove lately. I mean, I think it could probably come down to like the 1050 range. If it slices through the 1050 range like butter, I mean, that's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. Space SPC, I mean, this has been a violent stock. I mean, it hit lows of 14. They said they're gonna go to space. They got the approval. This thing blasts off, and now some of the funds and banks are downgrading it, stuff like that. It's is what it is. But I think space. I mean, coming back down to here, if it holds this area, it'd be very interesting. Unless it's gonna fill this gap. Might fill this gap. Let's see. Eventually fill it, right? Shop, the boy. What's going on? Shopify. I mean, if you look in here, I mean, I actually like where this is at. Like, this is looking. I mean, I would like it to come down a little bit lower, fade this a little bit more, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. All right, market just opened up, guys. S&P's up 2, Dow's up 19, Nasdaq up 50. For me today, I'm gonna be kind of taking it easy, kind of easing back into things. I don't really have any trades on right now. I took last Thursday off. Friday I didn't trade. I haven't traded since like Tuesday. So, but I like shop here. I'd like a little bit more consolidation because it's going to have a bigger move, but I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, the question is, when you're at this level right now on shop, you're definitely gonna need some volume to pick up. Looks like a little bit more volume came in on Friday, but pretty much average. You're gonna need a little bit more volume, I think, to push it out of this, right? So, like for me, I'm gonna be watching for shop. You want to look at the volume, kind of see what it does. Right now, hard to tell. We'll see. I mean, it looks like it could push back up. Yeah, Apple's ripping right now. Apple up almost 141. AMC is doing pretty well actually, up 50, almost up to 55. But looks like, I mean, if this could break this here, basically what I'd be looking for is the 1490 break. If we can break up to there, would be definitely interesting. But I don't know, guys. It might be a low volume week. Last week was a little bit, as you can see, like last week on some stocks, lower volume week. Basically was an inside week almost for Shopify. Facebook blasted off. I mean, right now it's interesting because we have the leaders leading, right, as they should, they were down before. Facebook has been leading for quite some time. I mean, Facebook's chart out of all the tech companies has been the most bullish. And I mean, we've been trading it last couple months too. It's been great. But it's looking like at this point the sky's the limit. The thing is that you want to be careful is, any sort of rug pull. For me, you don't want to just keep chasing. In this event, like if you're looking here at, like, let's say Facebook's chart, there are red days. You have to right now in trading, you have to pick your entries very carefully. Like if you bought this rip a couple days ago, 628, we came back down to the 10-day and it ripped back up. But you'd probably be losing money right now if you bought options on this rip, because implied volatility spiked up. Then implied volatility, this chart down here is implied volatility, just so you know, implied volatility spiked up on this rip. Then we faded, implied volatility got smashed a little bit, and now implied volatility is picking up. So depending on your expiration, right now you want to be very careful. You want to pick your entries. Don't just force a trade. Don't just go into a trade because it's running. Like, just take it easy. Take it easy. Right now in this market, you want to take it easy. You can't just like put money on anything and hope to make money. You just want to take it easy. You're gonna make money, but go slow. DKNG for me, I think it's getting interesting here. Range is getting tight, but again, not really enough volume to push us out of this range here. I mean, there's nothing really going on here. I mean, declining volume last few days. I mean, it's just, I don't think anything's going on with DKNG. I know some people here are definitely trading DKNG. So let's see here, what's going on. What other stocks you guys looking at? Yeah, Apple hit 141. Man, Dow's coming down. What do you guys think? What's bringing down? Man, airlines. I was actually looking at this last night. American Airlines. What I was looking for was a move back above the 10-day and maybe even to the 50-day. Which, I mean, we're still just under the 10-day, but it's kind of interesting. That's what I'm looking for here. I might trade American Airlines. What was on my watch list last night? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I made a watch list. Okay, Square. So I was looking at American Airlines. Let's see what Square's doing. Square was another one. Yeah, I was looking for it to bounce off this, and it did. Square, that's nice. Thing is, I don't want to get right in that open. Like, I haven't traded in a few days, almost a week. So I didn't want to just, I mean, I was doing some research last night and some charting, but I didn't want to just get right in there. Now, if this can come back down 242, would be good. I don't know if it will though. Things are pretty bullish in the tech sector. Let's see here. Workday was another one that was looking for a little bit of recovery here. Now this one hasn't. I'm looking for a move back over the 10-day. It hasn't yet. It made a run here, so maybe. But Square so far has. American Airlines is about to possibly. However, you want to be very careful of this downtrend here. It's a little bit of a slippery slope. GM. GM's not looking so good. I thought maybe GM. So what I was looking for on GM last night was, okay, range is getting very tight here, as you can see here. we're basically between the 50-day and the 10-day, and normally you're going to get, you're going to get eventually squeezed to the upside or to the downside. Unfortunately, looking like GM has chosen it has chosen the downside. So, what I'm looking for here, range getting tight, super tight, super tight, super tight. And for me, right now, I'm not really trying to short anything. I'm looking for more of an explosive move back up to like 62, 65, but looking like unless it's a fake out, but it's looking pretty serious. I mean, this is the 1 minute chart. They're shredding GM right now. And Wish is going up. So Wish is kind of crazy. This was nice. I did capture this bullish pennant here. I did capture the move up to here. I did exit. Now looking for potential re-entry, but it's getting dicey down here, so you want to be careful. Again, Wish is one of those meme stocks. I mean, what I've been finding out, the meme stocks, yes, you can make money, but you need to sell at some point, right? You can't just hold indefinitely. You're going to get smoked, especially if you're trading options on it. Now, if you're trading shares, you'll be fine. If you're trading options on it, I mean, this thing, I mean, look at implied volatility. Implied volatility is coming way down, getting smashed. I mean, it's still not as bad as down here where the low is. So implied volatility is still really high. But if you're buying options down here, it doesn't matter if it moves in your direction. You're gonna get smoked. You're gonna get smoked. Jeff, TLT. I wonder what the banks are doing today. I gotta look at the banks. Yeah, TLT. I was actually looking to go long here in the 130s. I didn't because I just this thing's probably gonna have a gap down, and this thing's running pretty nice. So for me, when I see a chart like this, you're gonna get pullbacks. You're gonna get pullbacks, right? Ride the 10-day. Just ride the 10-day. You're gonna be okay. Ride the 10-day, but it's looking like it wants to go 155. If TLT can reclaim the 200-day, that's the big question. It needs to reclaim the 200-day, and then we have to have some bullish crossovers here. So the 50-day has to cross over the 200-day, 10-day has to cross over the 200-day. Right now, under the 200-day, obviously is still bearish, right? But once you start having this momentum, start having a little bit of a pickup, I mean, things are going to be. I mean, if you're trading TLT, it's not something that you could just. Yeah, it's definitely a hard trade. If you trade TLT, you definitely have to buy 60 to 90 days out. It's a slow trade. This is great. TLT is great, like for people that are, full-time job, that type of thing. It's not great. Like if you're looking to day trade TLT, I mean, you're gonna have a tough time. I mean, you can, but it's hard. I mean, look, it gapped up and open, and this is the 1 minute chart. I mean. This is the 1 minute chart. It's like you need to pick your entries on TLT and just ride it for a few days, right? You want to ride it for a week or two. You don't want to trade TLT and just YOLO same day expiration or Friday expiration, right? NEO. Okay, so NEO's interesting. I'll look at Tesla too here. Let's see. Tesla got smashed. So it looks like EV in general is getting a little smashed here. I'll cover Tesla in a second. But NEO, now this would potentially be a good entry down here. Just so you know, the red line on my charts is the 9-day, the 9 EMA, expected moving average. Blue is the 10-day moving average. I kind of been using both of them because I've been using the 9-day for more of a day trading situation, and I've been using the 10-day as more of like a swing trade. My style of trading really is support and resistance. I like to buy, for those that don't know, I like to buy the closer you are to the 10-day, 9-day moving average if they're riding this trend, or obviously if you're shorting the trend, right? When things get a little extended. So if you're looking here, it crossed here back in last month, the 28th, crossed overhead, very bullish, explosive up to 54. Now, the thing is, what I like to look for is a retracement back to the 10-day. I'm not looking for it to crash down to 46 or anything, but as you can see here, It did on Friday almost come down. It came down to 48, which is in the 10-day moving average. There was like 48.10, so it came within 60, 70 cents of the 10-day moving average. Bounced back up for a close, gap down a little bit here, and now it's holding here. So it actually looks like an interesting trade for me right now on NIO. However, I mean, you got EV getting clapped. We just looked at GM, Tesla as well. Right now is down 1%, down $7. I mean, just a waterfall right now. So I'm not looking to, when you're looking at a trade, you want to make the best judgment. You want to just you don't want to rush into things. Now right now, as you can see here, like when I say move, using the 10-day, so the 10 days of blue line, it was riding. You can accumulate a position here. It popped up, and now it came back to the 10-day. So that's what the thing. When things get very extended, had nice consolidation here, but last week we had a inside week, a little bit lower volume again, and we'll see. Could be a fake out. Looks like it wants to fill this gap right in here. Looks like it's gonna fill this gap. It might come down to 656 or so, 650. Ooh, yo, Adrian, what's going on, man? How you doing? So that's what I'd be concerned about Tesla right now is this gap fill. So am I gonna go long? I mean, I like NIO right here. I like this chart, but with EV getting clapped, we got GM, Tesla, and yes, GM, Ford are EV stocks now because they're going full EV here in a couple of years. So, oof. I mean, I really like this setup on NIO. I'd like to buy here. I'm gonna see what it does like in an hour or so. See if Tesla can level out. But right now, EV's looking like a tough trade. But it looks like NIO could come back to here. But the other thing about NIO, keep in mind, Chinese stock. So, but NIO's holding surprisingly well. I wonder did he bounce? It didn't bounce, but it's not going down anymore. Oof. Yeah, that thing got down 20%. Man, good morning. Good morning. Amazon's ripping now. Yeah, I mean, Amazon 35.80. Oh, congrats. Okay, so we busted through new all-time high, new yearly high on Amazon. That's exciting. Man. Now, question is, can it hold it? It's funny to me that people are going to short this. They will short it. Amazon 3,600 at open paid rent. Nice. Yeah, that was a ripper. That was a ripper. Yeah, for me, oh, man, it ripped 72 points today. That's nice. SWBI. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this thing is getting oof. They hit the dividend. Whoa. Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, looks like they had an amazing earnings, and then they're had a nice delay, popped up to 39. Now it's Smith and West. They're that's one of the things I don't like. So it's like, okay, you spent all year consolidating. You're gonna get the major breakthrough that you want to get. Question is how far is it gonna fall? How far is it gonna fall? But for me, right now, there's so many good opportunities in the market for me to short. It doesn't seem, like I should. But I am. Let's see what Square is doing. Square still running? Okay, Square stopped running. So what was the other stock on my watch list here? Let's see. Love, LUV, Southwest. Yeah, not looking good. So I don't think I'm going to get into the American Airlines position. I mean, as you can see here, these stocks, the airlines, are getting sold off. Even though they're busier than ever right now, but as you can see here, this is doing the opposite. This is riding the 10-day down. So we've been looking at a lot of instances where we're riding the 10-day up. In this case, we're riding the 10-day moving average down. So short the pop, fade it, short the pop, fade it, and this was another pop fade, looks like. But it could have been interesting if this could have crossed a 10-day. What I'm looking for right now are basically explosive reversals. Quicker trades right now, harder to buy and hold. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of risk. I mean, if you're looking at SPY right now, I would anticipate a little bit of a pullback here. I'm not saying it's going to come down to 427, but we're a bit extended. We came out of the danger zone here back in June, where this thing came under the 50-day moving average, got saved right away, bought back up, and we just had an amazing run from 415 up to 434. Amazing run. Now potential. If you look here, I don't know where my drawing tool went, but potential double top right here. And I'm not saying like it's going to be like a long-term double top, but potential double top where it could be traced down to the 430. If it comes down to 430, I think would be good. But it's okay. You want to have a little bit of pullbacks in the market, and that's why you want to make sure you have enough time on your contracts. You don't want to just be like buying tomorrow's expiration for the 440 call. you know what I mean? Qs. Qs are running hot too. I mean, looking for a little pullback too. I'm looking for a little pullback. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we're gonna get a little extended here. We're getting a little extended. I'm not saying like we're gonna sell off, but we've been having a very nice trend, and usually June, July, way easier month. So we're starting off July here, first trading day. We're entering the second half of 2021. So, I think we're gonna have a great year. So far, 2021 has been a good year. Last few months, we definitely struggled a little bit. June was good. April, May were a little bit tough, but I like a shop over 1,500. I agree with you, Jeff. You got stocks like so I've been watching DoorDash a little bit. DoorDash has been riding the 10-day moving average as well. It's slowed down pretty much like everything last week. Everything slowed down. Last week was a good week to take off because it was kind of an inside week. The thing about DoorDash is their stock moves a lot. Liquidity on the options side, not that great, but you do get some massive movements, right? So right now it's moving to the downside, but if you look at this, I mean, it went from 184 down to 179, but you can see these movements are huge, are typically, basically it's characteristic. And Apple 142 right now. Apple's ripping. So it looks like, the major tech names are where you want to be. TIGR. I know I was not. Oh man, I know a lot of people were trading this. I was not trading this. Oh man, down 15. Matt, were you in this, bro? Yeah, I mean with Facebook, Amazon, Apple, all these stocks running, we don't need to trade the Chinese stocks. We don't need them. We don't need them to be profitable. We don't need the Chinese stocks at all. Yeah, Baidu's down 7. Alibaba's down 4 now. Roku's looking a little interesting. So Roku, major run, 462, giving it back now. Again, interesting here. Got super extended from the 10-day. Now come back. Now it's right below it. Now this is where it gets interesting, where the 9-day and the 10-day are crossing over. We'll see if it closes below the 9-day. I mean, probably going to go lower here. Oof. But I mean, I anticipate this week to be a little bit of a slower week. Man, Tesla's not slowing down right now. Tesla is getting clobbered. Watch the beginnings of the gap up and didn't want to get burned chasing yet. I mean, if you chase in this market, I mean, you're gonna get axed, bro. You're gonna get axed. Like, I think the main difference right now in 2020 in 2021 versus 2020, the main difference, I believe, is you actually have to learn how to trade. Like 2021 or 2020 brought in so many people that made a lot of money that in 2021 started to give it all back, right? You want to keep making the money. Like if your strategy is just to blindly buy the dip on any stock, you don't care, and you're not really paying attention to your entry, eventually it's going to catch up with you, right? It's going to catch up with you. You're going to get bled out, whether it's slow or fast. You're going to get bled out. You know, some people ride fast, like 50K buying the Tesla dip right now. Like, bro, just don't catch the knife. Just chill, relax. You know, like, you know, we get so caught up as humans, like emotionally, about, you know, making money. I know this is definitely very exciting. I mean, especially if you're a new trader, it's exciting to earn income outside of whatever your 9 to 5 is, or earn income additionally or whatever. And in the markets, you can make a lot of money. But the other side of the market, what people don't think about, is like, you can also lose a lot of money very, 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 very quickly and put yourself in a bad situation. I mean, ask all the crypto holders right now, right? I'm not saying crypto's going to zero or anything. I'm just saying, if you bought Doge 70 cents, 60 cents, I mean, you're feeling a certain type of way right now, right? You're feeling a certain type of way. If you bought Bitcoin 60,000, you're feeling a certain type of way right now. You bought Tesla 900, feeling a certain type of way right now. Okay, they're selling Tesla. So Apple is making a major move. Yeah, enjoy your life, and then it's a good thing to be away from the screens too. Like, you know, make some money, you know, and exit. Like, and go out to lunch, go out to breakfast, take your loved ones out. You know, have a good time. Like, that's one of the things that I've been concentrating on is as a trader, is to leave the screens. Like, you know, we're in a certain situation where it's like, okay, well, we want to escape the 9 to 5, and we want to get out of this cubicle, and we want to sit here. Yet then we sit here in front of these screens all day and are basically a slave to the computer again. Like, it's not what you want to do. Like, make some money and go enjoy your life. And that's one thing that I want to do better, you know, is not to overwork myself. It's so easy to overwork. I mean, I do enjoy it. It doesn't feel like work, but you could be doing some other things. Make the money, go do some other stuff, go relax, go have a good time, you know. Take Fridays off. If you're green, and if you're not green, you should take Fridays off anyways, because Friday is definitely we all know what happens sometimes on Friday. Sometimes Fridays are good. Most times Fridays are very, very tricky, because a lot of things are happening on the back end. I mean, we got expirations, people rolling out, you know, lower volume. All right, let me look at VIX here. Okay, so VIX. That's VXX. Hold on. Let me look at VIX. All right, VIX. Yeah, the question I have right now is, as you can see here, we've been getting these pops. Let's see. We got this pop was back in April. Then we had a pop in June. Sold off. Let's see here. 1, 2. Yeah, so we've been getting like a pop pretty much every month. March was bad. 2 pops, came back down. You know, what I'm looking for, stabilization, and the question is when the next rip is going to be. What's going to take the next rip on VIX? So it's going to bring us down a little bit here. I take 20% of profits for Friday Lotto times. That's my Fridays. Yeah, I mean, but Jeff, sounds like you have a system. A lot of traders don't have a system. Like, if you don't have a system and you don't have rules, then you're swimming You're swimming naked. I mean, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble. In too deep. Yeah, what's gonna cause a VIX spike? Boeing's down. Got a little bit of a falling wedge here, but I'm not gonna buy that. Twitter, man, Twitter is up. Twitter has been running, so I don't know if anyone's been traded Twitter. I mean, it's up $20 from the lows here. I mean, incredible. Snap's red today. Snap's been trying to break out here. It's been doing pretty well, but I don't like to trade Snap all that much. Let's see, we got Home Depot. That's Nike. Hold on, Home Depot. Yeah, Home Depot, we had a major rip, and then it was fading it, and then we had a reversal here. And this is again, look at what I'm looking for. 10-day crossing over. In this situation, I'm looking for the 10-day to cross over the 50-day. Orange line is the 50-day, and to continue riding the 10-day up, potentially to 340. So I'm looking at Home Depot to potentially do that, but I'm looking for the crossover to happen. 9-day and the 50-day are touching. We need this to go up a little bit. System is a must. Roll calls protect profits. Lessons are expensive in this business. Had to remember that. Yeah, I'm with it 100%. I mean, we're one of the few channels, one of the few communities that are not yellowing our 401ks on these things. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. And that's the thing about social media. That's the thing about social media too, especially in the financial space, is for people the people that have been trading for a while, that have a system. The online communities, especially like Twitter and YouTube, it gets so toxic, especially when the things like GameStop and AMC is like, oh, you only made 500 a day, you should have made 5,000 because you should have been at AMC Ape and you should have went all in, like, or you should have made 100K. Like, bro, everybody should have, would have, could have. I mean, you're making 5K a day, and someone on the West Coast is making $1 million a day. It's all relative. I mean, it's all relative what you want. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can make or lose any amount of money. Like it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's just, I hate that the level of toxicity regarding the finance community is just horrible. Let's see, how's Square doing? I want to check back into Square. Yeah, I should have bought Square. But I just want to make sure when I take a break from trading a little bit, I want to make sure I'm still, you don't want to just go in. You want to make sure you're still in it. So this one hit. This one definitely hit. This trade idea hit. Hit big too. Yeah, PayPal's coming back down a little bit. Yeah, PayPal. This could be nice. I agree with you, Jeff. PayPal could definitely pull Square here. Nvidia. Yeah, I mean, people are riding that stock split hard. I mean, to be fair, I mean, Nvidia has consolidated for a full year, so anybody that was shareholders that are just waiting, definitely worth it. But yeah, I mean, overall the market looks like we had the big names running. Let's see, Google. Yeah, Google's getting hit a little bit here. Looks like it might be a little tricky here. It might be a little tricky if you're day trading. If you're swing trading, you're gonna be good, man. Facebook gave it all back. Facebook went red. All right, guys, you got to be careful when names like Facebook going red to green. I'm sorry, green to red. Gotta be careful, especially like when you're running hot. Like Apple, Amazon. See, how's Microsoft? Microsoft's struggling as well. Amazon's continuing to run here, so it looks like Amazon's the chosen one. Amazon and Apple, yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. These are crushing it right now. Yeah, today for me, I don't think I'm going to do any trades. I'm just watching the market, making sure that I can spot the things that I want to spot. When you come back from a long break, you want to do that. You don't want to just go all in. And that's why I spent some time last night reviewing charts to make sure I know where I was. NEO did hold. I know, but it's like right now to trade NEO is like super scary, especially with everything. One thing, EVs getting crushed. China's coming after these stocks, which is going to potentially impact NEO, even though NEO is holding up the best out of all the Chinese stocks right now. We got Alibaba. It looks like it wants to take another leg down. Baidu continuing down. JD just, it's just cratering. Yeah, there's probably better opportunities. NEO looks great. If it wasn't those circumstances, I would probably buy it right now. I'd probably buy NEO right now if it wasn't a Chinese stock. But it is. So it's been fun hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna look at these charts a little bit, do some other things. You guys have a great week. Let's get back into it. Let's get back with the live stream. Let's get back with the content. You guys have a great day. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.